Hi, today I'm gonna go over the new content that may be getting added to the main game of PF very soon. So, with the latest test placed update, the intro screen now says that the majority of new content is now final and ready for the main game. So, I figured this might be a good time to make this video. So, starting off with new guns and the primary, first we have the OTS 126, which is a rank 48 pistol caliber carbine. It has a pretty big mag and a lot of motor recoil. It's quite good. I've used it a lot in the test place actually. Next up, I regret to inform you that we have another automatic shotgun. Though this one's at rank 186, it's a USAS 12. It technically fires faster than the AA-12, but the ballistics are a little different, although it has a tighter spread from my own experience. Next up we have the C8, which is a carbine version of the C7. It even has all the ammo conversions. But I'm actually not sure why it's red. It's been in test place for a while now. Still, I don't know why it's red. Red usually means it's still in testing. Blech. Moving on to secondaries, we have, first off, the Largo Alien, which is unlocked at a really high rank of 179. It's a 9mm precision pistol. It has very low muzzle flip, and well, despite its cool gimmick, I don't think it really competes with the hand cannons. And next up, we have a 2-for-1 special. We have the PP2000, unlocked at rank 42, and the ASMI, or ASMI, unlocked at rank 97. Both of these machine pistols fire at 600 RPM. They're both pretty good, like, you know, in terms of they're both quite good. I've been killed a whole bunch of times in the test place. It has quite a bit of recoil, but they're both pretty reliable. Next up, we're moving on to conversions. First off, we're starting off with a meme one. Here's the 50 BMG conversion on the Saiga. It's just like the one on YouTube. It's absolutely stupid, and it's basically a knockoff BFG. It's a Walmart knockoff BFG, and it even has spread. So if you want to use this, that's fine. It's kind of a meme though. Next up, we have the KS-23M. It got all the ammo types are now changed to be in line with the real life ones. The Shrapnel 25 being a longer range version of it, modifies the ballistics a little bit. The Volna A and the Barricada are both slugs. Well, the Volna A doesn't really have much range. The Barricada has enough load to kill your car engine. So yeah, whatever. Sadly, birdshot's not here anymore. I don't really know who uses birdshot for this thing. As for we do have a new game mode. Not sure if it's in the menu right now. No, but basically the new game mode is Tag Run. It's the same thing as as Kill Confirm, but in this mode, there's capture points all over the map, and to actually score, you have to pick up tags and run into those capture points. Pretty simple. As for new maps, I got no clue actually. There's a whole bunch of maps in testing, and I got no idea which ones are going to make it, but if I have to make a guess on one of them, it might be Embassy. Purely because it's the most finished one. And if you want to see what that looks like, it's literally the same exact map from Insurgency Sandstorm, so you can go look that up on YouTube. It's literally the same map. Take that with a grain of salt though, I don't know if that's actually going to make it in game. Next up are the very actually important stuff. That's probably going to be the main focus of this update, which is the attachment rebalance and all the new attachments. Hold on. So we have, starting off with barrel attachments, we have two new barrel attachments. We have the T-brake and the X-ring. The T-brake is basically a a combination of a compensator and a muzzle brake, so it reduces both vertical recoil and horizontal recoil, equally. And I think this is going to be one of the stronger attachments in this update. It might be the meta attachment to use going forward, so look forward to that. The X-Ring fills a very different role. It reduces rotational kick, and it's currently like the one of 2 barrel attachments that can actually do this, while increasing your camera kick. It's really good for weapons with high rotational kick, but also the X-Ring increases recoil recovery speed. So this is very strong on DMRs. If you want to try it out, check out the test plays. Next up, oh man, the suppressors. Oh my god, the suppressors, they're back. The suppressors are back. They're actually good now. I can't believe it. This is like the 3rd iteration of suppressors, and it's so good. It's actually so good. Okay, so instead of killing your damage, range, and velocity, it now only reduces your max range, some handling speed, and suppression. And all of them actually have benefits. They actually reduce recoil and stuff, and some other things, and they all reduce it differently. So I'll go through these pretty quickly. First, we have the regular old suppressor. This one reduces your minimum rotational kick with almost no downsides. And really, there's almost no downsides to this. You can very much put them on snipers, and it's pretty much best in slot for some snipers, because you get free. You're hidden from the radar, and you don't really have any other downsides. Next up, we have the R2 suppressor. This one reduces your camera kick by like 5%. The ARS suppressor reduces your camera kick by like 10 to 15%, but the downsides are pretty big. PBS1 reduces your recoil displacement by 10% with very minimal downsides. But recoil displacement isn't really much of an issue on most guns anyway, so it depends. Or at least I haven't found a gun that's like an issue that has a displacement issue. The PBS4 reduces your recoil, your rotational kick by like 12%. And this is the other one I was talking about. Like, this is the one of 2 attachments that actually reduces rotational kick in barrel attachments. Yeah, we have the X-Ring and we have PBS4 now. It's quite cool stuff. Your build variety, it really spices up the build variety. And finally, we have Osprey suppressor, which is really good now. It increases your max range by like 15%. But it's also really heavy, and it's the only suppressor to actually reduce your overall walk speed. So yeah, suppressors are very exciting now, and going forward you'll probably see me use them in my like background footage, and a lot of high ranks will probably start pivoting towards them. Very exciting stuff. Now going to the other barrel attachments, we have flash hider, muffler, and oil filter. All of these, they actually reduce your recoil now. So instead of just messing with RPM or like with the flash hider, just hiding your flash, this one actually reduces your recoil by like 5% now. Muffler reduces some stuff. Oil filter reduces some stuff instead of just RPM. They're pretty good now, but they might be outclassed still. Next up, the Loudener is, well, this is real good. The Loudener also reduces your camera kick, but also it increases your suppression. This thing's perfect for LMGs, and I've been shot by some before, and they're absolutely obnoxious. I love them. Not finally. There's long barrel and short barrel. We only have long barrel here on the UMP. But it's got a pretty major rebalance, and it's also been renamed depending on the weapons you use. And in each weapon category, long barrel and short barrel, they all do different things. Like, they have very minute differences. And there's like 12 different ones, so I'm not gonna get into all of them. It's a little too specific and it's gonna take way too long. But if you're really interested in the long barrel, short barrel stuff, please check out the test plays. It's very useful for you to know these things beforehand. Oh, yeah, finally now, the How Big device is dead. Can we get an F in chat, boys? Yeah, the How Big device is dead. They nerfed it to oblivion again. God. Moving on to grips. In no particular order, since most of them has been rebalanced. The potato grip now has a unique role. As in, it actually reduces transitional recoil now. So it's good on things like the M60, yeah, which has a lot of transitional recoil and not a lot of rotational recoil. Heresy QR. Oh man, the Heresy QR. Hold on, let me find a weapon actually. Post one of them. Here you go. The Heresy QR is no longer a big meme. It's in the main game right now. Heresy QR is basically a really bad side grade to the pistol grip, and you have no reason to use it in the main game currently, but now in the test place, or in the upcoming update, the Heresy QR will be a heavy grip, which reduces a whole bunch of stuff, but has very severe handling penalties. So it reduces both maximum camera kick and rotational kick, but it makes your equip speed, aiming walk speed is very slow. Oh no, it actually reduces your overall walk speed too. So it's good for weapons with a whole bunch of recoil, but it's a little bit too slow on most things. But it does make a few really messed up conversions actually usable. Sideways grip. Oh, this one's fun. Sideways is it's still light, doesn't really impact your aiming speed that much. It doesn't impact it at all. But now it reduces camera kick, but it also makes your rotational kick weird. Your gun will veer off to the left when you start firing this thing, like the Groza 1. Some people like it, some people don't. You have to try it out for yourself, but it can be pretty good if you're used to it. I hate it though. I think it's too weird. Vertical grip actually does reduce sight rotational kick now, but it's still a hipfire focus grip. Romanian, I can't put I can't put Romanian on this, but Romanian is still also hipfire focus, but also reduces Romanian also increases your recoil recovery and damping now, so that could be useful on some semi-auto hipfire builds. And finally, very importantly, chainsaw is actually good now. It's hard to explain how chainsaw has changed. I just know that I've been using it a lot now. I've used it on every single hipfire build, and it's really good. Moving on, we have new laser changes. They've all been rebalanced. So lasers, each laser now do distinctly different things. They have different roles now, and I'll go through that. Red laser is now hipfire focus. It increases hipfire recovery speed, or hipfire recoil recovery speed. Green laser it's the same. It increases weapon recoil recovery speed. Blue laser increases sight camera recoil recovery speed. And finally, tri-laser is a combination of all the above. It kind of balances them all out. Are you okay, we're back. Nothing happened. As I was saying, tri-laser increases all the above. It increases, hipfire, sight, model, recoil recovery speed in very slight amounts to kind of balances them all out. And finally, we have this new one. This is brand new. Got added to a test position a few days ago, which is yellow laser, a combination of both flashlight and laser. And uniquely, it actually reduces your hipfire rotational kick. So being the only one that actually reduces some kind of recoil. Now we'll be moving on to content that is 100% in testing. Not sure we're going to see these soon or ever. First off, we'll start with the M1903 Springfield. This is brand new. This got added yesterday, and it's probably gonna come to the main game in July if they don't rush it. This is an AWM side grade. It's actually pretty good. I've used it a lot. Oh, not a lot. I've only been using it after it came out. It also has some pretty messed up conversions. So yeah, look forward to that in like July. And also, you probably have yeah, this was pretty big news. You probably have seen this, but we have a whole bunch of new grenade types with varying like damage, radius, and capacity, and even a meat one. Then we have high explosive. We even have impact grenades that are reportedly really bad. I'm actually not sure when or if any of these will actually make it to the main game. Bottom line, probably July, but they could also just get in game like very soon. It entirely depends on what they want to do with it. And finally, we have weapon rebalances. But I think I'll save that for a future video whenever the update actually releases. And also, if you're a fan of my Spotlight videos, let me know in the comments if you want to see an early Spotlight video on the OTS and the USAS, as I've been playing with them quite a lot in the test plays, and I've used it quite a bit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Yeah, I said the line.